muy buenas noches a todos. En fin, acabamos hoy el lunes con nuestro turno de nuestra ronda de policía. A ver si logramos resolver uno o dos casos hoy. Ese le puse el otro día. Le puse la versión de... ¿Cómo se llamaba este? Espera, que lo tengo por aquí. De Florida y Kesha. Y sí, es un temazo. Sobre todo el original también. No te preocupes. Luego visualmente el videoclip es también bastante bueno. El original. Espera, ¿a que no es el mismo? ¿A que me estás diciendo una distinta? Spin Me Right Now. No, estaba pensando en la de You Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round. Ese es Right Round, no Right Now. Espera, lo anoto. De todas formas. Entonces sí, era la de Right Round, no Right Now. Y Sangaró se lleva la pole de hoy. Buenas.
Sir, Mr. Cohen's table is this way.
That broad has socks in it, here.
I'll bring you coffee.
That cherry pie was delish.
Oh, sister, I was so
LAPD.
tight I couldn't walk.
We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Sí, el que tengo aquí colgado.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Pues vamos a gritarle, vamos a ponerlo en duda.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
No se lo cree ni él.
I think you're lying. I think the 111 Club was your men. I think you're trying to send a message.
I'll send you a message, kid. You better have some proof that that was one of mine, or else you better have health insurance, huh?
Tenemos aquí los fusiles automáticos, pero no estoy yo muy seguro. No sé si echarme para atrás y desafiarle con una duda. ¿Qué decís? Es que es lo único que tengo. ¿Qué pueda servirme?
I think your bright spark might have blown a fuse, Roy. Hey, you still there, kid?
Pues ahí tenemos la opción de los rifles. Porque de aquí de lo de la morfina no creo yo que me pueda servir. Porque no le señala directamente. ¿Tiramos con los rifles? Bueno, sí, venga, vamos a tirar con los rifles.
All
No,
the
fallo.
scratching around in that little book is cute, kid. Run along now, huh?
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Muy buena, Sailor.
Harry.
Pues nada, aquí pifiándola con el
Sure,
juego.
Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
¿Por
What
qué?
else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Mouthpiece
So, how do we
sticks up
connect the
like a grand
docks
jury.
robbery to the mess at the
Case was
111
thrown out,
Club?
now the DA wants my head.
Anda, este nombre me suena. Kelso.
You think the Vice Boys get any on the side?
500,000 Surrettes loose on the streets of LA.
No.
This is the crate we recovered.
That bum took a swipe at me, so I put him down with my sap.
Sí, pero ¿cuál está señalando?
No tenéis que hacerlo.
Estaré poquito porque estoy enferma, pero no quería pasar sin saludar.
No sabía yo que estabas enferma. Tenía que haberte escrito. Hoy había pensado, a ver si la escribo, que el otro día no pudimos hablar. Vale, muy bien. Señalamos por aquí.
Enough to arm 3 companies.
You think those Vice Boys get any on the...
Eso es cierto. ¿Dónde tengo yo lo de las pistas?
Parker or Green? I don't know who'd be worse.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Some of these guys are from my old unit. We must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
The thing was, he was a real nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him.
Aquí al que se ría de
La
ti,
proporción entre monstruos y buenos
se lleva un
sujetos
baneo.
es de 1 a 1.000.000.
A propósito, por lo que estoy viendo, no ha funcionado lo del shoutout. Muy buenas, Marinka y compañía. Quería haber puesto que se lanzara un shoutout.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified...
Bueno, Marinka, ¿qué tal ha ido el stream hoy? No sé si habrás estado en Desoito o habrás estado todo el rato haciendo stream tú.
1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect is on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units approach with caution. units, 49 William, 15 Adam, go to 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units to respond. Code 3, identify. Unit 19 Adam, meet the officer at 592.
Yo es que no estaba en el Desoito, yo me lo suelo ver en diferido. Me suelo ver el de Inside Proxy. Y luego ya los miércoles que Proxy no emite es cuando me pongo el de Desoito. Bueno, pues ha estado hablando de una discusión que tuvo con Alienada sobre psicoanálisis. Y bueno, de todo un poco. Sobre si el psicoanálisis es una magufada o no. Pues imagínate. No, solo él.
LAPD, drop the gun now.
Buenas, Musa. Muchas gracias y buen provecho.
It's one of the BARs.
Hablando... Ojalá a ti se te escapara... Vamos, a ti se te escapa menos que a mí. La mesa 3 del Mocambo. Lo de CL234 no sé si es un teléfono ¿O es una matrícula?
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Mientras no te diga que te tienen que amputar la cabeza, vamos bien.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Vamos a decir que es mentira.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute. Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
A propósito, voy a cambiar una cosita del bot. Dadme un minuto. Porque le dije que no leyera los símbolos. Y ahí tenía que haber dicho menor que 3. Vale, ya está.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks.
isn't another one of those awful numbers.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle identified code 2.
Look out!
The Committee on Un-American Activities is investigating alleged communist influence and infiltration in the moving picture industry must not be considered.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Jack, you know about the morphine. You weren't involved, but you know who is.
You can't prove what I know and what I don't know, Cole. This is going nowhere. I'm done with this.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Este tiene pinta de ser un muy buen jugador de póker.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night.
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
You can't expect me to turn a blind eye, can you?
No, no es calvo porque sí le han pegado algún que otro puñetazo que le ha tirado el sombrero. No reacciona, así que vamos a decir que es verdad.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
I don't believe you, Jack. You were there. You were either involved or you know who is.
You calling me a liar, Cole? I hope you have something to back that up. I won't let you hide behind your rank any longer. You can tick me off your little list. I'm not involved.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest? How many more friends of yours are going to get plugged today?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Ah, no, que es la siguiente.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
It's no good. We need to get closer. Getting close and steer him off the tar. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Pues le he perdido. No, pero lo estoy haciendo bastante bien, el tema de la conducción últimamente.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Getting close and steer him off the tar. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
guys aren't gonna go quietly. Open fire!
Muy buenas, Ja.
No tenéis que hacerlo.
Harry el sucio. Toma nota.
Muchísimas gracias, Sangrad.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
The name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Venga, hasta ahora.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them. Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Sí. Sí, ¿por? Pues no lo sabía.
Taking out all the guys from the ship.
¿A cuál nos vamos?
How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Venga, vamos al cine chino.
Get in close and steer him off the tar. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Get in close and steer him off the tar. LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Know that face. That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug officials last week.
A Sara lo que le pasa es que cuando se maquilla parece mayor. No sé cómo lo hace, pero es uno de los efectos que tiene el maquillaje. No sé si es porque es demasiado mate o qué, pero a mí me da esa sensación.
tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. God. Polar Bear Ice Company. You really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Creo que es con H. Entre la T y la R. Nada, el paracaidismo ha estado muy bien.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him. Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll.
¿Trapos mojados o trapos secos?
Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
¿Y con una manta eléctrica? Hemos pensado en lo mismo.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Line them up. All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him. Throw out the guns. goddamn cover! Keep moving, I'll cover you! How long do you think you can hold out? Fuck you! Fuck you!
Claro. Venga, muy buenas noches y mejórate.
Move, I gotcha.
Let's see if I can't put one between your eyes.
Take cover, you lunatic. I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Cuenta, cuenta.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
Oh, just you I gave his wife a tap. He said all's fair in love and war.
You're in interview too, Phelps.
There's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief.
Nah, lo hemos oído demasiadas veces.
off me at the grand jury. Case is thrown out, now the DA wants my head.
Pero me había mandado a hacer un interrogatorio. ¿Es este para qué sube?
The thing was, he was a real nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him.
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded. I recognize
Esta es la
that guy
1.
from the papers. He's a cop.
¿Y la 2 dónde está?
What a skunk. Walking out on his wife like that.
What the hell is the LAPD up to these days?
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Is this a picture of your car? Do I need to fill this out?
Desvía la mirada.
You trying to take me down? You know anything about this mess? Did you get me typed? I know, Yed. Ask Jack to scratch.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
You want to release me now? I ain't talking to you. And now you want me to lie? That's correct. Do I need to fill this out?
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old unit. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
I believe Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, Detective.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
No gesticula demasiado, así que vamos a decir que es verdad.
How do you think this is going to play out, Courtney? It's either going to be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife.
Y salió que no.
Your children. Consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun. Keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie, can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney, and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Ese sí que es malo. Ese no me lo esperaba.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires.
Vaya banda de idiotas.
326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you.
A propósito, ¿cuántos años hace de eso?
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
No, hombre, ¿cómo van a ser 40?
I mean, you know you've made it if you got that death.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. Rehab is for quitters.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me.
Bueno, pues sí que hace tiempo.
Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head. Can you bring me the file?
Pues por ahí Sara no debía saber ni hablar, prácticamente.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? I'll look somewhere else.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred.
I already told you, I don't do
253 Main Street.
I
Unit
see you
handle code
first
2
day
identified.
here, walking into the station, chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drunk.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one?
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
That son of a bitch looks a lot like...
Voy a mirar una cosa.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund.
Venga.
Did they offer to buy you out?
Buenas noches, Musa.
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Don't think this is anything. Seems irrelevant. Nothing significant.
He's the dirty cop from the newspapers. Remember the dead lady they found under the train? He solved the case. Booked some barflies and murder.
No tenéis que hacerlo.
Yo voy a intentar ir a dormir a las 22 horas, a ver si lo consigo y dejo de ir como zombie durante todo el día.
Muchísimas gracias, Sangroz. Pero, ¿querías dar 2000 o se te ha ido el dedo? ¿Querías dar 2000 de verdad? Vale, vale. Es que me parece que es mucho, por eso te lo decía. En fin, pues nada, muchísimas gracias. Y lo que te digo, si por casualidad te has equivocado, dímelo y yo te lo devuelvo.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that was
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Venga, pues descansa y ya nos veremos.
Look at him.
It's badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Venga, buenas noches a ti también.
You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Vamos al otro incendio y luego, si os parece, lo dejamos, que ya es un poquito tarde.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question? Brother!
Any Century Unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Where's your respect for property, Cole?
A propósito, una preguntilla que os quería hacer. ¿Cuál es la palabra que usaríais para una persona que provoca incendios? Porque pirómano se suele utilizar para gente a la que le gusta el fuego. Incendiario podría ser, pero no me termina de sonar bien. Lo digo para una traducción que tengo que hacer. No, hombre, eso no lo puedo utilizar.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We.
En alguna vez que he tenido que traducirlo me suena que he utilizado pirómano. Incendiario no se me había ocurrido, se me acaba de ocurrir ahora sobre la marcha. Pero por si se os ocurría alguna otra frase. Vamos pegando otra palabra.
You may have read about him?
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one?
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go bang. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Mal.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
A propósito, por si alguien quiere buscarlo, la palabra en inglés se escribe así. A ver.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God? Pues nada, habrá que usar el incendiario. A ver esta gente donde tenía el calentador. Muy bueno. El calentador tiene que estar en alguna parte. Y en el otro escenario estaba fuera de la casa. Venga, muy buenas noches. Yo voy a cerrar ahora en cuanto encuentre el calentador o alguna otra pista por aquí. Porque estoy convencido de que tiene que estar. Si es lo que ha provocado el fuego, seguramente dentro haya un papelito con las mismas personas que realizaron las revisiones.
I doubt it.
Hey, Biggs. Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Stop! LAPD!
See.
Get back here and got an ID on you, firebug. Stop right there. A family died in that fire. We need to ask them questions.
You lousy piece of shit. How dare you! I got you now!
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
There are house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Vale, pues como ya ha salido que había salvado, vamos a cerrar por aquí. Y nada, pues os digo lo de siempre, que muchísimas gracias por venir, por todo el apoyo, por aguantar despiertos, por toda esa cantidad de bits que me dais, que cada vez dudo más en merecérmelos. Y nos vemos mañana. Venga, chao.